Hey guys, happy Sunday. So today started off on a good note because I got some strawberry cheesecake waffles, fresh coffee, and an Eggs Benedict at IHOP. So it's good to start your day with a nice hearty breakfast. I don't usually eat breakfast, but today I did. And yeah, it really starts the day off great. You get what you need in your system, and then of course the coffee. Gotta have that coffee. I gotta have that coffee. Start my day off every day. And then I've got coffee right now. But yeah, it is Sunday. It's been a little bit of an uneventful day, but that is actually good. Definitely not in a lot of stress or anything, just playing it by ear. So it's been a pretty low-key day, which is good. But, I'm just thankful for another day sober, of course. And today I was thinking a lot about drug use and if you use drugs and how it really affects the people around you. And I would always tell myself, oh, it doesn't affect them as much as it affects me. Like, of course it hurts me, but I didn't spend a lot of time thinking about what it did to them and how being sober is good for them too. I can't imagine. Well, I guess I can. I have been on the other side of it before, where you really want to get them off of an addiction and it's just heartbreaking, but yeah, it really does hurt them, and I just don't want them to have to worry about me like that anymore. I love them all so much, and by them I mean like my family, my boyfriend, and any close friends, which I really don't have that many close friends, but I definitely have friends that care, but yeah, so it's not just something I'm selfishly doing, or even if I'm hiding it, keeping it to myself. If it's really messing with me as a person, then it's harming them in some way. So I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about one of the 12 steps is making amends. And really, when I thought about it, there's nobody that I need to make an amends with. There aren't really any grudges, but like I have mentioned on a couple of my other videos, people have been apologizing to me though for some odd reason. Like apologizing that they weren't great friends and all this other stuff, but stuff that I didn't even never thought about, never noticed, and they're apologizing. I guess they had guilt, so it's almost like they were making amends with me. Like in my recovery, they're coming to me, but that's great. In a way, that is making amends. I don't think there's anybody in the world that I could run into out in public and it'd be like a bad situation, so, which is good. I'm glad to say that. Maybe a couple awkward situations, but yeah, I wouldn't say I have, I don't think I have anything I need to get off my chest and call somebody about. There are some relationships that I'm trying to work on. Ones that, of course, yeah, in my drug addiction, I've harmed those relationships, like with, my parents, that kind of thing. But then also, they've done things to harm me when I was younger, so I'm kind of working through all of that. Going to counseling and really digging deep brings up stuff that yeah, it needs to be worked on. So I feel like with some of my family, I'm having to rebuild that relationship, forgive. You gotta forgive, and yeah, I'm kind of just, whoever supports me and loves me and is really positive for me as a person, I definitely want them in my life. And I just think their life is so short, and after all the shit I've already been through, I want to at least choose to be around people that love and care about me, and yeah, you don't have to settle for any less. You don't really have to put up with someone that steals your energy. People make exceptions for family, yeah, but that doesn't mean you have to have a consistent relationship if it's negative, if it brings negative vibes or whatever. But yeah, luckily nothing like that is happening to me. They're just some relationships that could use a little work, and Who knows how it'll go, but we shall see. It's worth a shot. Like, if I could have a good relationship with some family, then it's worth a shot than having that distance. But yeah, just a lot of different things I'm thinking about today. And then I've got a couple astrology books that I've been reading. I got this one when I was in jail 10 years ago. My mom actually bought it and sent it to me, but I was like, please just send me an astrology book. They're so interesting. And of course, in there, all of the girls, all the other inmates were like, let me read it. Can I have a turn to read it? And all this shit. And I would let people borrow it and read it. And there are a couple pages in here that are stained, so I was like, man, you borrowed my book and now you spilled a drink in it. But yeah, so I'm like, damn it. But yeah, so I let these books kind of circle around. It's got that memory attached to it. But I have a lot of astrology books, like several. But they're super interesting. I like reading about, it's very psychological. It talks about personalities, and you'd be surprised if you learn what all of your signs are. And when I say all of your signs, a lot of people think you're just one sign, but you've got a sun sign, a moon sign, you have an ascendant, there are a lot of other elements to it if you dig a little bit deeper. But people that aren't really knowledgeable on this subject will think that you just have one sign. I mean, you have several, but they all form a specific picture. It's not general information, it's very specific. And the information I get about myself and my particular signs, which depends on what time I was born, where I was born, and my birthday. It depends on all those things. But yeah.